Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Packers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Prescott off play action. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now Saquon Barkley. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
45-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, 3rd and long.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. On play action, Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Carpenter in punt formation.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he finds Howard complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
At the Packers,
2 and a throw again. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott yet again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by Howard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Tua now on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Calvin Ridley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Colts 21. Packers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The pass complete here to Sanders. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Emmanuel Sanders. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Here's Prescott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And a Packer first down.
To the air again, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down, Packers.
Prescott on first down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
O.J. Howard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
again, it's Tagovailoa. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, Prescott again. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's third down.
It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
Now Prescott. And that's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Now Tua. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
16 yards, a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 19 yards away. And the Colts add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That ball complete to Isabella. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 2 now on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Damiere Byrd, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And a Packer first down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
They'll throw again. Prescott gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 4th down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back now in Indianapolis.
Nothing.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And it's 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 13-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Rankins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Prescott from the gun.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Switch up, switch up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 63 yards.
17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Tua. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah,
and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42.
Prescott's pass intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Final score, Colts 40.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Colts, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. So bad, y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I was out the south side. Is that because they got you?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole
to your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. It's that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a god.